Hi and welcome to my channel, Dana Lu. If you haven't made an amigurumi ball before, you first have to go see my video called How to Make an Amigurumi Ball. You can click on the video now or find it on my channel. Because in today's video, I'll show you how to crochet an amigurumi ball in any size you want. The first thing you need to understand is the system behind an amigurumi ball so you can make them in any size. So let's get right into it. Here is a ball. Let's say it's crochet, so an amigurumi ball. Every amigurumi ball, no matter what size it is made in 3 simple parts. The first part is what we call the increasing rounds. Then in the middle we have what is called the straight rounds. On top of that we have what is called the decreasing rounds. Once you can understand these 3 parts, making any size ball becomes very easy. Each part of the ball has a different job. The increasing rounds is what controls the width, so they control the size of the ball. The straight rounds controls the height, how tall it will be, so they control the shape essentially. And the decreasing rounds are the same as the increasing, just in reverse, so just simply to close the ball. The standard stitch used for amigurumi balls is single crochet, and we usually start the magic ring with 6 stitches. Because we start with 6 stitches, we are following the multiples of 6. Every increase rounds adds 6 more stitches. This helps the circle grow more evenly and stay round. This is called the rule of 6. Why 6? Well, there is actually a mathematical reason for it, but we're just gonna keep it at a surface level here, you guys. So here I have 2 magic rings. One has 6 stitches worked into it and the other one has 10. Starting with more than 6 can cause the edges to ripple or to ruffle. I don't see it as much in my example, but it has happened before with different yarn, so the more beginner-friendly choice would be 6 stitches. Starting with fewer than 6, like 4 or 5, will cause your work to get more of a cone shape. This rule is applied to single crochet stitches because the stitch is shaped like a square. If you look at all of the stitches, they all look like small squares. That is why the stitch numbers always go up by 6, 12, 18, 24, and so on. As long as you follow this rule, your ball will keep a nice round shape. Let's look at a pattern as an example so this makes more sense. Here's a pattern with only the stitch count for the increasing rounds. So in the first round, we start with 6 stitches in a magic ring. In the next round, we increase to 12 stitches. Then 18, 24, 30, and 36. So each of these increasing rounds go up by 6 stitches. You could also keep adding increasing rounds if you wanted wider than 36 stitches. Each round gets wider and wider, and this is what controls the size of your ball. You can stop increasing at any round depending on how big you want your ball to be. But in our pattern example, we'll say we increase until we reach 36 stitches, so I'll stop here and I'm now done with the increasing rounds. Now you can go on to crochet the straight rounds to build the height, which means you crochet the same number of stitches in each round, so 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch, maintaining the same stitch count of 36 in each of the straight rounds. These straight rounds do not make the ball wider, they make the ball taller. Fewer straight rounds make a shorter ball, more straight rounds make a taller ball. So in our pattern example, we have increased for 6 rounds. So your straight rounds will either be half of your increased rounds or the same. So 3 or 6 straight rounds. This is the part that controls the shape of the ball. These 2 amigurumi balls are made following our pattern example. The only difference is the number of straight rounds. One has 3 and the other one has 6 straight rounds. Most of the time you crochet either the same number of rounds as your increases or half of it. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's just so you remember. But there really is no single correct number of straight rounds, it's more like a rule of thumb. The best way to know when to stop is to look at your work. After 2 straight rounds, stop and look at the ball from the side. If it still looks flat, crochet another round. When it looks round from the side, you can stop. This is more important than following any exact number, because different yarns and different hook sizes can change the entire shape of the ball. Your tension can also make a difference, so if your ball looks round with fewer or more straight rounds, that's completely normal. You're not doing anything wrong. So when you're done with your straight rounds and your ball looks round, you can begin on the decreasing. Now the decreasing rounds work the same way as the increasing rounds, but in reverse. So before we start to decrease, let's take a look at our pattern to get an overview so you can have a better understanding of how the decreasing rounds work and what we learned this far. So the ball begins with increasing rounds, and we have increased for 6 rounds in total, bringing us at 36 stitches in the widest round. Now, to do the middle part of the ball, which is our straight rounds, you could either do as many rounds as your increased rounds or half of it, so 3 rounds or 6 straight rounds. In this example, I chose to do 6 straight rounds. Now to the decreasing. You decrease the same number of rounds as you increased, so from round 13 to round 17. This helps the ball keep the same shape on top as it has on the bottom. And as I mentioned before, you do them in reverse. And then we close the ball. There isn't much more to explain here, just take a moment, pause the video and look at the pattern. Try to understand the increasing rounds compared to the decreasing rounds, what is the same and what is different. So let's sum it all up. To crochet an amigurumi ball in any size, remember these rules. You increase until the ball is the size you want. You crochet straight rounds until the ball looks round, and then you decrease the same number of rounds as you increased in reverse. Once you understand this, you can make any amigurumi ball without following a pattern even. So I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, please comment that below. And if you have other video suggestions you would like me to make, please comment that too.